Yo, what up YouTube? GCTV back with another video, and in this video we are going to be discussing the college basketball games that just took place. After this I'm actually going to be watching the women's. We're not going to do any recaps on the women's, no sexism or whatever. I mean, I'm still going to watch the games because there's no other competitive basketball on right now. The NBA is still kind of in the regular season, so yeah, we had the last of the Elite Eight today. The Final Four is set. 4 teams that coming into the bracket, and I was doing my bracket challenge with the boys. I didn't expect any of these teams to make the Final Four. Matter of fact, I only expected one team to make the Sweet 16, and that was UConn. But all 4 of these teams made the Final Four. It's crazy. Let's talk about the games. Creighton and San Diego State took place earlier today, and thank goodness both of the games were good. I mean, Gonzaga got their butts kicked last night, but today we actually had some viable games. San Diego State muscles past Creighton. They make their first Final Four in school history. Fun fact, there are actually 3 of the 4 Final Four teams, obviously UConn being the exception, that made their first Final Four in school history, so that is really dope. A lot of history being made this year. Darian Trammell had shot enough free throws in practice to believe at least one would fall when it mattered. We would have been going to OT, boys, and it could have ended differently. There were obviously some very controversial things that happened at the end of the game. I think this game was called pretty correctly. You look at the Creighton Blue Jays. Kaluma had 12 points. He shot 33% from 3, 50% from the field. You get a 17-point performance for Kalkbrenner. I'm not sure he's going to make the NBA, but he made a solid impression on the tournament. 12 points for Baylor there. They have some very strong guys. Ryan Nembhard was kind of going through injury, so it's kind of hard for them to win the game. With that, I think that's solely what I'm going to blame this loss on. Their starters played a lot of minutes. I'm just now noticing this. Their bench barely got any minutes. The starter with the lowest minutes had more minutes than every bench player combined. It's kind of interesting how they ran that. Maybe Coach McDermott could have done something different, but yeah, you look at the San Diego State Aztecs. You get a 12-point game for Trammell. You get an 18-point game for Butler, who didn't miss a 3 all day. And yeah, just a good game played by the San Diego State Aztecs, the Azzies. I think that is their first Final Four in school history. Obviously, UConn's the only. I don't know what I'm talking about. It is because obviously UConn's the only team I think they have won it all. And they've made plenty of Final Fours. They've had a great alumni program. But yeah, moving on to the Miami and Texas game, a game outcome I didn't expect to see. Texas was winning pretty comfortably for a while in this game, and then Miami came back, led by Miller and Isaiah Wong. They rallied Miami past Texas by 7 for their first Final Four in program history, which is surprising because I'm pretty sure John Wall, I want to say John Wall went there for a year before transferring over and they did good. I could be wrong there. No, I'm wrong. He played for Kentucky his whole college career, I think. Jordan Miller and Isaiah Wong rallied Miami from a 13-point second-half deficit. Norchad Omier made 2 big free throws and an even more important steal down the stretch, and the 5th-seeded Hurricanes stunned number 2-seeded Texas, man. And they advance. Shout out to Miami. They deserve it. They've been tough all tournament. They've beat some really good squads. Yeah, we don't have a single 1 seed, a 2 seed, or a 3 seed in the Final Four. We have a 4 seed. We have a 4 seed, 2 5 seeds, and a 9 seed in the Final Four. This is the wildest thing. This is why March Madness is such a big event. Shit like this happens, and it's holy crap. But yeah, Miller played absolutely incredible. Very efficient shooting game. 27 points. Didn't miss a single shot. You move over to Texas, and you got guys like Allen with 16. Carr had 17. 15 off the bench for Rice. He shot 50% from 3. Mitchell as a starter. Should he really have been playing starter minutes? I don't know. They have a very interesting rotation. Maybe they shouldn't have started him in this game. I'm not really sure, but Mitchell definitely struggled in this game. I don't really have much to say. Shout out to Miami. We can look forward to April 1st, where we're going to be having the 2 Final Four games. I will cover those In between then, obviously, we have NBA, so we're covered on basketball. We got plenty of hoops left, you know. The NBA playoffs haven't even started. But looking forward, you know, FAU is playing San Diego State. That's the 5 o'clock game. Coming up this next Saturday, I think I'm actually going to be going home and watching it with my family, I think. I don't know if they're going to a volleyball tournament or not, but FAU has a chance. I really do believe that. They've proven people wrong time and time again. I think UConn's going to beat Miami. You know, I've counted Miami out a lot throughout the bracket, but man, UConn is so good. They haven't won by under 15 any game in this tournament. And overall, I think UConn's definitely the favorite going forward. I think most of the people that are doing well in the bracket challenge is because they picked UConn to win. UConn, sort of a sleeper. I mean, people